What's going on, everybody? Back again. Here to give you a little update on Paige Vanzants' husband-to-be, Austin Vanderford, or aka Austin Vanzant. He fought on this week's Contender series versus Angelo Trevino, who trains at Team Alpha Male. Has great wrestling, is a pretty well solid all-around fighter. Austin himself is a great wrestler, pretty decent on his feet from what I saw. But the fight started out pretty much, they were exchanging a little bit, filling each other out. They both had pretty decent stand-up. But they're both mainly wrestlers, but Angelo actually landed a little sharp hook on him, knocked down Austin, got him all the way into mount. Austin composed himself very well. He did a good job at not panicking and on the ground blocking punches, even though he was being mounted, and he slipped out somehow. I have no idea how. And even when he got up, he was wobbly, he was rocked on the feet, and he survived the round. So I'm actually very impressed with how Austin got through that round. Then coming out into the second round, Austin looked like maybe he wiped the cobwebs away. And very early in that first round, Austin landed a straight right to Angelo's jaw, and then followed it up with a little hook and knocked down Angelo. And he beat him up on the ground a little bit, just like in the first round, but opposite. Then Austin got the mount, did some ground and pound, and then ended up submitting him. And watching this Contender Series fight, I thought maybe Austin would have it because he's tied to Paige Vanzants. You know, he looked pretty sharp out there. I feel like he could probably be in the UFC pretty soon. But Dana White begged to differ. Dana White did not give him the contract. It's probably because he got knocked down in the first round, which is understandable. There's other fighters. It's a good fight. Contender Series. The only reason I'm talking about Austin Vanderford is because that's probably who most people know, just because of Paige Vanzants. But next weekend, stay tuned for Nick Newell. If you don't know who he is, he's the fighter who only has half of an arm and then a full other arm, obviously. But his only loss is to Justin Gaethje. Now it's going to be an exciting one. I'm really excited to see how he does versus elite competition, because he did lose to Justin Gaethje, and Justin Gaethje's like 1-2 now, I think, in the UFC. So it's going to be interesting seeing what Nick Newell could do. Anyways, what did you think about Austin Vanderford's performance? Do you think it was good enough to get that contract to the UFC, or do you think he has some things to polish up on? And what do you think about Nick Newell coming up? Are you excited to see what he could do? You think he can make it? Or do you think he shouldn't be allowed in the UFC because he only has half an arm and he can't protect himself? I'm sure he would beg to differ, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Anyways, guys, peace.